Hi everybody. Somebody once said that between the pages of a book is a lovely place to be. Welcome to the book reading series as presented by none other than the wonderful Mr. Gratitude, Kiran Kurwade. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, Aparna. Aparna, I know from my college days. We were college mates, and Aparna now stays in US for more than, I think, 25 years, 25, 30 years. And I really get inspired by Aparna's free bird kind of life, and whatever she does with lot of passion. Be it cooking, be it singing. She's amazing singer. Whatever she does, small things, big things, every task she pours her heart and soul into it. So when it comes to passion, pouring our heart and soul to it, and looking at our regular routine mundane task as an opportunity to find ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if I may pick today in our book reading series, one of my very favorites and very close to heart is Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. I repeat, Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. Richard Bach, definitely a very profound writer, but was a pilot also. And this book was published in 1970s, early 1970s. My spiritual trainer, Eknath Kadam, my spiritual co-traveler, especially when it comes to Osho, he had given this book to me in 1999-2000. And that was the first time I went through this book, and I was in tears, because this book, it ended most of my confusions, and it gave me a direction to find my voice, and to find what I'm good at, to find what's my mission on earth, what's my talent, and where I can excel and I can contribute to this world. That's the time I took very consciously learning and sharing. By then we used to call training and development. So as the name goes, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. This is the story of a seagull who is very unique, very unusual, something different from the crowd. What he dares to do, definitely we'll get into it. Yeah. So this is about seagull, samudri cheel जो होता है, उसकी कहानी है. So होता क्या है इसमें? Jonathan, he loves flying, and he sees and he looks at flying as not just an activity to find food. He has been groomed in that fashion by his parents, but he is different. He dares to fly at great heights. Yeah, he fails also. There is an incident where he goes to very great height, around 3,000 feet. Then he comes down and he dashes on the sea, and then he gets completely bogged down. And then that inner voice. What's inner voice? Inner voice is basically it is a reflection of our upbringing, what our parents and our teachers told during our childhood, what they whispered in. That inner voice said, come on Jonathan, no, this is not your cup of tea. Flying for birds, for seagull, is only a mean to grab the prey, find the food. That's it. It's not much more than that. His nature, whatever you call it, it doesn't allow Jonathan to just sit back and look at the things what other seagulls are looking at. So he again practices, and then he learns various techniques, how to flip the feathers, how to take turns, how to dive. Then he sees small success in that. Then his confidence soars high. So one fine day, he's that two other seagulls just like him, and in fact more effortless like him, and they are at very ease. They are able to go to great heights, and they can maneuver themselves very easily. So he doesn't understand who these people are. I mean, who these seagulls are. So he asks them, "Who are you?" Then they said that we are your brothers. So they take him to some another dimension, another world, the so-called heaven. So he goes over there, and then he has been told that he is one in a million, because he did not look at flying just as a daily activity of making a livelihood, but he look at it something else, and he is able to find himself up to a certain extent. So at the heaven he meets certain teachers, and one very awakened enlightened, whatever you call a teacher called Jiang, and he gives him certain lessons about control and all that. And one fine day, he becomes light, he radiates light before he disappears, and he says that you have to find love. And this is very important. So then Jonathan realizes the importance of love, and he says, I have to go back home, I have to go back to earth and to his fellow men, and he has to teach them whatever he has. So he goes back, and because he realizes that love is only realized, the true love is only realized when I am able to share whatever I have learned, whatever I have to my people. Let them also find their own voice. So he goes there, and this is the story. I don't want to get into that story. What happens next? You need to go through this story, and I promise we all are in a quest of finding ourselves. अध्ययन बहुत ज़रूरी है, किताबें पढ़ना बहुत ज़रूरी है, लोगों को सुनना बहुत ज़रूरी है. But in that process, one should not get lost and become like them. No, it's basically you have to find yourself. You have to find yourself, and that is quite possible. So remain aware, remain awakened. You should not ignore your mission, your purpose. Find out why you are born, and until you are alive on this planet Earth, it means your mission is not yet completed. This is also said by Richard Bach. I really love Richard Bach. For me, he is an enlightened soul. So this is all about. If you look at this to our own professions, if you are a musician and if you go deeper and deeper into that music, you will find yourself. I am sure A.R. Rahman, the genius, he found himself in the music. No wonder his music is so marvelous. It's so mystical, right? He enjoys that, whether people like it or not, but you have to first enjoy yourself. You have to find yourself. So it could be any profession, say learning and sharing. Yeah. So you have to find yourself. A true awakened teacher gets immortalized, and without any expectations, without any name, fame, or he continuously, anonymously shares, because he knows maybe out of so many people, one person may get clicked to what you are saying. Many times your humility, your happy-go-lucky nature, forget and forgive philosophy of people, your smiling, laughing nature may be misunderstood. That's okay. Even when you go far off places, right? So people may say that, I think he could not get some better job over there at his place, so he has come so far. Within India, at different regions, or maybe when you go outside India, people may look at that, the person has come only to earn a living. No, you need to find yourself, and it's okay, because it's not between you and them any which ways, like what Mother Teresa says. It's between you and yourself. In the final analysis, it's between you and yourself, you and your God. Yeah. So this is a leap from one to oneness, known to unknown, from ego to egolessness, yeah, from mortality to immortality. This book will really shake you to the roots, and maybe you will cry out of joy. Even for that matter, sales, a mediocre salesman working in some electrical appliances business, if you ask him what you are doing, so he may say that I am selling these bulbs and tube lights. Yeah. But if you ask an awakened person the same question, he may say, I am spreading light. I am an instrument chosen by God to spread love and light. The flight definitely should not become an ego drive. It should be a very holistic drive, aimed at sharing, aimed at spreading this to as many as people possible. Whatever the number, that's fine, no problem.